Devotion. Devotion is what brings humility. So every time you look at something, who should thank God for that? Those eyes. Who should you thank? Mother. Every time you look at something, if you see something beautiful, thank God you have eyes to see that. And every time you taste something, thank God, mother again. Because mother could have taken some drugs, made you abnormal, not have a tongue to talk, make you dumb. It is all in the hands of the mother. When you hear some music, thank mother. Right? When you speak, thank mother that you're able to speak. Smell, same thing. So our senses are all at the gratitude of the mother. So thank God. I hope that everybody will realize now that it is only with devotion to the knowledge that you don't have to call the Swami, what number is correct, what number is correct, is this number right, everything. Because then you have to put in a 900 line. Psychic line. Right? People are so used to the psychic line that they have become so dependent on that and lost their knowledge. Right? Yes. You know, it's like the GPS. You know, if you don't have the GPS, you're lost. Right? Because if you know the roads and you don't know the knowledge and everything with the maps and everything already, you wouldn't get lost. So it's the same thing with our life. We are so GPS oriented in our life. And we are not knowledgeable in it. So then we run into distress. We go into distress. We can't find our purpose. We can't find our way. We can't find our knowledge and everything. I don't know what you guys, but I apply this knowledge precisely to my life. You know, when I had a number 9 house and I found out, I ran. Right? I didn't stay. Not even a couple of months more when I found out. Right? And that was almost 10 years ago. I'm running a 9 this year, of course. And I was very cautious, make sure that I didn't do all the things that are bad, or that would make the 9 bad. But what I did take some licking. In other words, anybody who criticized me, I said thank you, because I know what's going to happen in 2 years. Right? Anybody who robbed me, which people did, I said, okay, whatever, leave it alone. Why? Because I know that God is having a very strict watch on this whole thing. If you know that, then you never distress. I know that, okay, that if he robbed me 5,000, I'll get 10,000 next year. Right? So you won't see me complaining. Right? I use the knowledge. Right? Okay, I end up in a house which is a 9. I know that I have to stay there temporarily, or a 6. I know I have to stay there temporarily because that means that I have to recover myself. God brought me in this number 6 house because he wants to teach me lessons. He wants me to learn. That's why he put me in number 9 and number 6 house. And you'll be surprised, he works in marriage. The girl who always thinks she's right, and she's a number 2, she keeps meeting all number 6 guys who always think they're right. It's amazing. She ends up with 5 husbands, and all 5 are number 6. And the reason why is because she thinks she's right all the time. So God is trying to give her, okay, you're wrong. She said, no, I'm not wrong. So she marries another number 6. You're wrong. So now you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. So she marries another number 6. This is how it works. It's amazing. Same thing happens with job and everything. You know, this happens. This really happens. The person goes to work. The person calls me. Says, I have a coworker that's really, really dislikes me and jealous of me and everything, and we get into quarrels. I need to change this job. So I said, well, if you change the job, you're going to get the same thing. Because that's how the planets are. God is teaching you something. So the best thing to do is to find out why the coworker is quarreling. No, Swami, I want to change the job. So she changes the job and she gets the same partner. So now, it's the same thing. It's not the people. Please realize that. It's you. Something is wrong with you. It's not the people. If you keep having the same problems over and over again, that means something you're doing not something right. Everybody can be right and you wrong and you're right. Right? So again, if you keep going to the doctor, if you keep going to getting problem with the doctor, change doctor. Then you get the same problem again. It's you. It's not the doctors. Right? So again, you have to take care of yourself. And devotion to yourself is what's important. And then you will never have a problem. Right? The lack of belief in God, or lack of belief that the universe is watching, is what makes us non-devoted. Because we think that we can do it. We're in control. We're not. You have to go with the universe, go with the time. Right? Right? And as I said last week, the same thing happened to the guy in the stock market. He said he lost a lot of money. He lost $1 million. I said, how come he lost $1 million? He said, well, I actually, how much you invest? He says, 50,000. I said, well, why didn't you get out at 100,000 or 500,000? Because why? Because you're greedy. And so if you're greedy, you lose everything. He could have gotten 500,000. Right? Well, why? He said, no, I want to make a little more. I want to make a little more. And then, he loses everything. We are so discontented in our life sometimes that we don't realize that all we have to do is be contented and be happy with what's happening in our life. Right? Accept what's happening at that moment, and as soon as you accept, it works. For example, I'm going to show you how that works. This is a block in front of me, right? Now I can look at this block, and I'm walking. I can say, you know what? I don't feel like jumping that thing. I'll walk back. Right? You keep going. It's remaining in the same level. But if you jump this block, you get to see the other side. But we are the one that create this block. So, change is always good. Don't be afraid of change. Change is what makes you get what you want. If you're not willing to change, it's like the guy who says, well, I want a Mercedes-Benz. I want a Mercedes-Benz. But he's not working. He doesn't have a job, right? But I want a Mercedes-Benz. Right? Unless he's willing to move out of that level, he will not get that Mercedes-Benz. So with great love, with respect, I welcome all of you today.